Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. This is a micro session because it is only 5 minutes long, where a normal Reiki session with me does last for an hour. And so this is just enough to give you a little bit of a taste or a sample of Reiki to see if you might like to have more of it in your life. So for the Reiki, because I don't know what each and every one of you need out there, I'm just asking the Reiki to work on whatever it is that would benefit each of you the most as individuals. After we do the 5 minutes of Reiki or the Reiki micro session, then we'll do 5 minutes of questions where you can ask whatever's on your heart and whatever's on your mind. And I'll use my tarot cards and my psychic abilities to come up with answers that will help you moving forward. Okay. So first of all, though, let's go ahead and start with the Reiki. All right, so we're starting Reiki at 35 after the hour. That means we'll finish up at 40 after. Angela Lukes, hello, hello, welcome. Glad you're in the room today. How are you, my dear? If anybody has any questions about Reiki, feel free to go ahead and ask those. This is a great time to ask questions about Reiki while we're actually doing Reiki. I am glad you're dandy. Did you get approved for that apartment that you had your application in for? Thank you guys for the thumbs ups on this video and for sharing this video around to other people who may benefit, especially from the Reiki. And just a little reminder, super chats are never required, but always appreciated. We've got a lot of Reiki energy already going out into base chakra and into knees. Feet and into knees, excuse me. So feet have to do with finding direction and knees have to do with being flexible and moving forward. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Those of you who are here and haven't said hi, feel free to go ahead and join in the conversation. Say hello, let us know you're here. Also, if you have any questions about Reiki, what it is, how it works, why we have it, what's it good for, feel free to throw those questions up in the chat box. I'm happy to answer those questions for you. You're on shutdown in your state now? I don't guess I realized any states were on shutdown. Nina, hello, hello. Thank you for saying hi. How are you today, my dear? We still have 2 more minutes of Reiki. If anybody has questions about what Reiki is, feel free to throw them into the chat box. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever did that. I do appreciate it. I am fantastic, thank you. I'm glad to hear that you are good. So Nina, did you know about the contest on this channel right now yet? Angela, did you know about the contest on this channel? I haven't seen you for a few days. You may not know. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anybody have questions about Reiki? So right now I'm having a contest on the channel. Anybody who comments on any of my videos, you can comment one time, not counting like while we're live, but afterwards. and my other videos that aren't live. Once you comment, then I enter you into a contest where the prize is your choice of either 28 Reiki candles to be lit for you, a Reiki session, a 30-minute live reading, or I have a goodie bag that I started. So you'll get your choice of the prize. There's only going to be one winner, but every time you enter a comment after I'm done being live or on any of my videos that I'm not live, up to one comment per video, you get an entry into the contest. I just started it on the 5th. These are my entries so far. Plus, my little goodie bag is in here, which doesn't have much in it yet. It just has some gold shimmer obsidian and the thing that you crack apart, and it's all sparkly inside the rock. I can't remember the name of it now. Anyway, I'm going to be adding to that as the month goes on. Gosh, I can't believe I can't remember the name of that. Geode. And a geode. So it'll be your choice. So you can comment on any videos on this channel, and I've got a lot of them. The more videos you comment on, the more chances you have for getting your name drawn in the contest. All right, so we're finished with the Reiki. Let me wrap that up. Okay, I'm going to set my timer. You guys throw your questions up into the chat box, and I'll start answering your questions. I'll answer questions here for 5 minutes. Those of you who would like to offer a super chat, please know that that is always appreciated. And those of you who do not, please know that it's never required. Okay. How will my first meeting with Libra Male K go? And when, if you can see, we are talking. So we're going to answer one of these questions, Nina, in the free time. If you want to have more questions answered, you can always get another 1 or 2 question reading. And you can see how to do that on my website, which is in the description box below. The first question. Okay. All right. How will the first meeting with the Libra male K go? Sagittarius talking to a Libra. Okay. How will that meeting go? Let's see what this card is all about. All right. So I guess I'm going to leave those cards down. Here's what we've got for you, Miss Nina. Whenever you meet with your Libra first initial K, I think it's going to start off really well. You have the Prince of Cups, so this is a nice romantic, doing something romantic together. So it's going to be something that is, that feels nice. It feels special. I think there's going to be some indecision that comes up pretty quickly about each other. And mostly what I'm hearing is about you towards him. You're going to be undecided once you actually are spending time together with him. As you continue forward in that meeting, you're going to have, is there something on my card? Oh. You're going to have this epiphany where you're going to understand something that you did not understand before. I think that this is something that he's really been telling you, but you haven't been paying attention to, or you didn't realize it was as big of a deal as it actually is. And then with the Six of Cups, I think you guys are going to end up deciding to stay in touch with each other, but just to be friends, not to be in touch the other way. And Queen of Wands in reverse, I think that you're going to feel pretty let down about this, especially considering the context that you've already told me you've got like a year invested of communicating with this person. I think you're going to feel pretty let down about it. But I feel like you're just going to feel like he doesn't have anything to offer you. And this is going to be information that once it comes up, it's going to be something that really is a deal breaker for you. Alicia, hello, hello. Do you have a question, my dear? My timer hasn't gone off yet. Rodney, namaste, namaste. I'm fantastic, my dear. How are you? Do you have a question? Did you make the right choice to start this new job? Did Alicia make the right choice to start this new job? Oh, thank you, Alicia. They were a gift somebody gave me. Let's see. Did Alicia make the right choice to start this new job that she just started, that she's talking about? Well, what I'm seeing right off the bat is that there's not a lot of teamwork at this new job. Okay. And it looks to me like you're trying to, or you will be if you haven't already, try to get things going in a positive direction there. But I don't see anybody being very receptive to that, at least not at first. In fact, I think there's going to be some conflict there if there's not already. We do have the Five of Swords showing up in reverse. To me, this is you being the peacemaker. You're being the bigger person. You're the one that is saying, okay, let's not fight about this anymore. And we've got also the Queen of Pentacles. So when we have the Queen of Pentacles, this means that you are doing some self-care. You are taking care of yourself. So you may be renegotiating your role, or you may be renegotiating your pay, but you're doing something to make everything that you're dealing with in the first part of the spread worthwhile. Okay. You could even be doing self-care by putting out resumes somewhere else. All right. But I don't think you're going to end up going somewhere else because we've got the Fool in reverse, which just tells me that once you do whatever this self-care is, whether it's negotiation or whether it's, you finding the time to get your head on straight before you come in and deal with these negative Nellies around you, then that actually gives you the strength to continue on with this job. So am I going to say it was a wrong choice? I don't know that I want to say it's a wrong choice. What I am going to say is it's a challenging situation for you. And what happens with challenging situations? They give us room to grow. So maybe you're exactly where you need to be on your path. You're going to, and maybe this is going to help you to grow and expand and move forward and get stronger in your own particular manifestation techniques for your own life. And you're going to become less worried about other people's manifestations and what they're doing. That's what I think. Okay. So that was the timer. That's the last question I'm answering today. I hope that makes sense for you, Alicia. Nina, I didn't really have him rejecting as much as I had you rejecting if you're still in the room. Aw, thank you, Rodney. I'm glad you're doing well, honey bunny. You're looking for a new job. Okay, so Rodney, what do you do when you're looking for a new job? What's the best way to manifest a new job? Do you know? Do you know? Or would you like some advice? I know there's a delay. I just want to wait for Rodney before I take off out of here. Thank you guys for both of those thumbs ups. I appreciate it. And for those of you who are not sticking around, and for those of you who are, thank you for spending some of your precious time with me. I know you've got a lot of choices on time. So, Rodney, are you still in the room? Do you know the best way to manifest a new job? Okay, so I'm going to give you some tips. Do what you will with them. Okay. So basically, you want to set in your mind what would that new job be like? And if you don't know specifically, then you could even do it very generally. Like you want to put some feeling words into that new job. So you want to put in something like, well, you want to start with, I am so happy and grateful now, and act as if you have the new job in the present tense as you're visualizing it. And you want to imagine this job as something that you want to be in. So something that is fulfilling and satisfying to you, something that pays well, something that if you like to travel, that allows you to travel, something that if you like to stay home, that is a stay-at-home job, something where the teamwork is really great there. Excuse me. And if you don't like to be micromanaged, you might also envision something where you get a lot of free reign to make decisions. So you just imagine that job as the way you want it. If you want to work with a particular thing, maybe you say it's in the field of electronics or it's in the field of acting or whatever it is that you're actually, is ideal for you. And ideal doesn't have to be just what you studied. Ideal is more about what the heart calls you to. Okay. So just imagine what it would be like to be working that ideal job. Why are you limiting yourself like that, Rodney? Essential workers are traveling. Nurses are traveling to places where they're needed. And they're going into really rough places and out of them and into the next ones all the time. Don't limit yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Now, if you don't want to travel, okay, then don't picture that. But if you would like to travel, picture that. I'm sure there are essential workers in India too, honey. Somebody has to be taking the trash away. Otherwise, that could become a health hazard in itself. Somebody has to be in the medical business. Somebody has to be working the grocery stores. There has to be food available. There has to be water. So don't limit yourself. And that applies for anybody. Whatever you're manifesting, don't limit yourself. Just because the outside world is limited doesn't mean you have to be limited. Mm-mm. No, no. We create our own reality very literally. So just imagine your ideal job and what that would be like to be in it, and allow yourself to feel gratitude for being in that job even before you're in there. And then watch how it comes to you. It's kind of amazing how things like that will a lot of times overtake us. Maybe out of nowhere, a friend may recommend you, oh, you know what? I know about this position and you would be perfect for it. Let me tell somebody. Or maybe they own the place and they're like, you know what? You would be perfect for this position we have open. You just never know. Sometimes things fall right on your lap when you really get into the gratitude of what it is that you want and act in your mind, trick your mind into thinking you're already there. All right. If you want a job that's in a different location completely, put that out there. All right. So, anyway, that's my best advice for you, Mr. Rodney. I hope other people can use that advice too. It doesn't just apply to jobs, it applies to anything. Um, Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the thumbs ups, for the shares. Thank you to those of you who do the super chats when you have the chance. I know some of you in here have done the super chats before, and I appreciate that. Thank you to those of you who are ordering private readings and private Reiki sessions. I appreciate those as well. That's what I love, 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 love to do. And thanks to all of you guys' support, I get to do the things that I love to do for my living. So thank you very, very, very much. And I will see you guys back here on the next video, if I don't see you before that, for a private session. Peace out.